Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher and I'm here with the 2025 Nissan Murano SL. One of the flagship SUVs of Nissan has been fully redesigned for 2025. We're gonna go through what's new with the car to help you determine if the Murano is still a staple of the Nissan lineup and if it's the right car for you. Let's check it out. First things first, let's talk Turkey. This Murano has an MSRP here in Canada of $53,485. For all my American friends watching, it's got a USD of $46,850. Now, this is at the top of the trim levels. There is a Platinum above this, and there's also an SV below this. So you're right in the middle here, and here's what you get with the front end here. This one is obviously in our white exterior color, and look at what they've changed. Huge changing, giving it kind of a futuristic look on the front end here of the Murano. A lot different than what we saw in the 2024 models here. We have this kind of slatted out front grille. We have full LED headlights, and they're kind of like a dual stacked headlight is what Nissan's really been going with now in all their vehicles. We have forward sensors, forward camera as well for your parking, and this is our mobility sensor. That's for the Nissan Safety Suite, which we're going to show you when we take it for a drive. One thing I love is this Murano stamping kind of right in the front. You can see it does have a little higher stance, and this is a little bit more rugged but contemporary styling now for 2025, which is very overdue for the Murano. The Nissan Murano wasn't redesigned for over about 10 years. So now we see modern styling for one of Nissan's most beloved vehicles. Now, the biggest changes to this redesign is the engine. They went away with the 3.5 V6. It is now a 2-liter 4-cylinder with Nissan's variable compression turbo. So a little different power plan, but it's very quiet and subtle. Now, looking at the side profile, the Murano is now offered with 2-tone colors. This one is straight the white on the white, but you can choose a black roof if you want a black roof. That's the first time that it's been offered with kind of a 2-tone roof. Let's talk about the wheels. This one is going to come with 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Now, a little different wheel here. I got to show you this, guys. It is an aluminum alloy wheel here, and then there are these kind of plastic inserts as well to give it kind of a full wheel look, but really your rims are this black section, and then the inside is plastic, so a little different. You have your blacked out mirrors, LEDs turning signals on the mirrors, and you have a side camera as well. That's for your parking, remote and keyless entry. So you just need to push the button and the car will open there. And then we have our rear privacy glass. Now, I love kind of this floating roof look that they remain. That was a really nice feature of the last year's model, and they kept this kind of floating roof look with this chrome accent right on the back. No roof rails, which is a surprise to me. I'm assuming you can add roof rails as an accessory, but no roof rails come standard on this SL package. Now, the rear has been fully redesigned on the Murano. Look at this rear tail light. It goes all the way through the back here. And then we have the new Nissan emblem. Our trunk release is actually a really small trunk release hidden in the Nissan emblem there. And then we have this Murano stamping right on the back. We have our all-wheel drive badging. Our camera is going to be right above the license plate, and here is our rear parking sensors, which are going to help you when parking. It's going to offer you 241 horsepower and 261 pounds-feet of torque. And guess what, guys? You guys are going to love to hear this. There is no more CVT transmission in the Murano. Woo! This one is a 9-speed automatic transmission, so they certainly were a reliable vehicle, but only time will tell. Now it's a 2-liter turbo. I'm sure you guys will find something to put in the comments anyway, no matter what engine they put in it. Let's try a little acceleration here. So see, it takes off very well. Not bad, not bad for the turbo. You do hear that little bit of kind of turbo groan or lag. When you're just everyday cruising, it's quiet, but when you step on it, you can hear that turbo kind of groan, and especially on like colder days. So here's something that this car, I think, missed. They missed the mark. It doesn't have the foot activated lift gate. It's actually a very handy feature once you get used to it, unless it's over here. No, this one doesn't have that foot activated lift gate. I'd like to see this in a $50,000 car. So they definitely missed the mark on that. Maybe the, I know the Platinum model has it, but comment below, is this something you guys use? You can use the key release or the button on the emblem there. And here is your large trunk here. You have 32.9 cubic feet of cargo capacity in this bad boy. So I'm thinking probably 2 dead bodies, 2.5. But this is the cool thing. If you have more dead bodies, you just use the lever and they're gonna fold down using the lever. And there you go. You got probably room for 4 dead bodies in here.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
It's a nice flat cargo area. We do have our mats underneath. No spare tire in the Murano. Nissan has really, on their new 2025 models, gotten rid of the spare tire. You have that accessory kit. But let's unlock this thing and check out the inside. This car does have the remote unlock and walk away. You can see how as I approach the car with the key in my hand, it's gonna lock the car as I walk away. Now we also have the remote starter, but before we start this thing up, guys, this is your moment here to subscribe to our channel. If you guys are new here, you're finding us for the first time, or you're revisiting, give us a thumbs up on the video, hit that subscribe button. We're your go-to channel for all your Nissan content here. And as always, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of me. But let's use the remote starter here. Look, we have the Nissan key here. Just need to push the lock button twice, and that is going to start the car up. Great for the winter time, great for the summer to cool the car down. And as I approach the car, it's going to sense the key in my hand and unlock, and we're good to jump inside. Now, what I do like about this redesign is they didn't take away from the luxury feel that you get and that's associated with the Murano. This is very sleek and very elegant, a nice luxury design on the seats. I love this kind of beige leather that comes with this white SL. We have an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. We have our memory positions for our seat, heated front seats, heated steering wheel as well. And let's see how it feels. Ooh, nice plush little seat here. And let's talk about the business end. Look at the wheel here, guys. The wheel's been fully changed up here. Look at the space that I have here. It's a really wide gap between our steering column and our wheel. And that actually is better because I can see the gauges. So now there's 2 12.3-inch displays, one behind the wheel. This is gonna be for your different driving assistance. Look at that. My nav comes right up on my screen, my compass. There's a lot of different screens to display here. And then to the right, we have this large other 12.3-inch display. And this is where they really added the boom to the Murano here. We have the Google built-in touchscreen. So you can see right now it's on my satellite view, and you can do things like Amazon Alexa, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all wireless. And I can just push the search button here. Take me to Tim Hortons.
There's a Tim Hortons 0.7.
Boom, look at that. All the Tim Hortons are gonna come up nice and easy with the voice commands. And you can grab your 10-pack of Timbits there. Really neat system here. And then we gotta also talk about the camera system. So if I push this camera button here, you can see my forward camera comes on. They added this kind of digital 3D view for the camera. So you can get a full kind of scope of where you are in the parking space, around the car, what's around you. or you can change your angles up. There's like an invisible front end there, so you can see your distance from the curb. That's just a regular front end. There's all different views. This is great for parallel parking. And then there's your regular bird's eye view. A telescopic wheel, you have to adjust it manually, but that's okay. Like I said, it's a leather wrapped heated wheel. We have our Bluetooth on the screen here, our controls all on the wheel with these little track balls, which kind of make it easy to control everything using this trackball. Now the interior of this is super sleek. I love this kind of, it's not like a carbon fiber, but it gives it a carbon fiber look, and how the colors contrast. The color slowly fades as you go to the other side of the car. That's really neat. There's also a ton of different lighting. See here, I can change my ambient lighting, and look, I can pick all different color schemes to change my ambient color screens. Look, there's different colors. If I want the colors to be purple, I can change it purple. Really, you can add whatever feel you want to the car. Now, one of my beefs that I have with the car is the button shifters. So I'm not a huge fan of the button shifters. They took away a traditional shifter. The Rogues have that kind of square shifter. This one's just with the buttons. A little disappointing, but that's okay. There's a wireless charging pad here. We have our drive mode selection. So there's a sport mode, a standard mode, and an eco mode. Automatic start stop, so the car's gonna stop when you're idling at a red light. Now the center stack just pops open right there. It's not massive. You can fit a few things in there. There's some paper. There is 2 cup holders here, a little tray for your phone. You also have a little hidden storage right underneath here. That is the advantage of the electric shifter and the button shifter, is it frees up a lot of space in the center stack. So we got the sunroof wide open here. Nice large sunroof. You can see it comes with this shade, but it goes all the way to the back. And then this one will open up to the environment, get the air flowing in the car. I've noticed that this car, they redesigned the car. There are some things that I mentioned that are a little disappointing. I'd love for this car to have, but I guess you got to pay the extra money to go up to the Platinum to get some of those features. I could do without the auto start stop feature. Like, I don't need it to stop. I feel like this feature is kind of redundant. I don't really know in theory how much gas it saves. Same with the economy mode, I mentioned that. I could just drive it all day in standard mode. I don't need the other 2 modes. Now let's jump into the back here. Now this beige interior is fresh, creme de la creme, but I feel a little tight back here. This seat's all the way back. We do have heated seats, USB charger. There's a cup holder in each door, center armrest. Now what I liked about the old Muranos is they actually reclined in the back very far. Oh, that's as far back. That's as far back as you're gonna go. The other Muranos, the previous generation, they would recline pretty far back. These seats, that's as far back as we can go. I'd like to see it recline a little further, you know, if I wanna take a nap back here, something like that. So that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for coming on the drive with us and checking out the 2025 Nissan Murano SL. As always, like we said before, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you guys are returning, hit that thumbs up button. Even if you're not returning, just hit the thumbs up button. Really helps our video get seen on YouTube. And if you guys want to see more with me, follow my Instagram. It's at carsunlockedchris on Instagram. And again, guys, thank you so much for being here today. If you made it this far to the end, you are truly a #1 fan, and we appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching the video and seeing it through and sticking around and putting up with me. Have a good day.